Question 1. Who questioned Jesus about his authority in the temple? A. The Pharisees. B. The Roman guards. C. The chief priests, scribes, and elders. D. The disciples. Answer. C. The chief priests, scribes, and elders. Question 2. What question did Jesus ask in response to being questioned about his authority? A. Do you not believe in miracles? Quote. B. Did the baptism of John come from heaven, or was it of human origin? Quote. C. Have you read the law? Quote. D. Who is the Messiah? Quote. Answer. B. Did the baptism of John come from heaven, or was it of human origin? Quote. Question 3. Why didn't the authorities answer Jesus' question about John's baptism? A. They didn't understand. B. They were afraid of being wrong. C. They feared being stoned by the people. D. They respected John. Answer. C. They feared being stoned by the people. Question 4. What did Jesus say when they refused to answer his question? A. I forgive you. B. You are hypocrites. C. Neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things. D. Go and learn. Answer. C. Neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things. Question 5. In the parable of the wicked tenants, what did the man plant? A. A fig tree. B. A vineyard. C. A grove. D. A field. Answer. B. A vineyard. Question 6. What did the tenants do to the first slave sent by the vineyard owner? A. Welcomed him. B. Beat him and sent him away empty-handed. C. Killed him. D. Imprisoned him. Answer. B. Beat him and sent him away empty-handed. Question 7. How many slaves were sent before the owner decided to send his son? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. Answer. C. 3. Question 8. What did the tenants say when they saw the son? A. Let us welcome him. B. This is the heir, let us kill him. C. He comes with peace. D. He is a prophet. Answer. B. This is the heir, let us kill him. Question 9. What happened to the vineyard owner's son? A. He escaped. B. He was honored. C. He was thrown out and killed. D. He inherited the vineyard. Answer. C. He was thrown out and killed. Question 10. What did Jesus say the owner of the vineyard would do to the tenants? A. Forgive them. B. Rehire them. C. Destroy them and give the vineyard to others. D. Send more slaves. Answer. C. Destroy them and give the vineyard to others. Question 11. Which verse did Jesus quote about the cornerstone? A. The rock of salvation. B. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. C. The house on the rock. D. The stone from heaven. Answer. B. The stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Question 12. What happens to those who fall on the rejected stone? A. They will be healed. B. They will stumble and rise. C. They will be broken to pieces. D. They will be lifted up. Answer. C. They will be broken to pieces. Question 13. Why did the chief priests and scribes want to arrest Jesus after the parable? A. He offended the Romans. B. He insulted the temple. C. They realized he had spoken the parable against them. D. He healed on the Sabbath. Answer. C. They realized he had spoken the parable against them. Question 14. Why did they not arrest Jesus immediately? A. He escaped. B. They feared the people. C. They had no proof. D. It was the Sabbath. Answer. B. They feared the people. Question 15. Why did the authorities send spies to Jesus? A. To learn from him. B. To test his knowledge. C. To trap him in his words. D. To protect him. Answer. C. To trap him in his words. Question 16. What did the spies ask Jesus regarding taxes? A. Is it right to collect temple tax? Quote. B. Is it lawful to pay taxes to the emperor, or not? Quote. C. Should we give our offerings? Quote. D. Do you pay tithe? Quote. Answer. B. Is it lawful to pay taxes to the emperor, or not? Quote. Question 17. What coin did Jesus ask them to show? A. Drachma. B. Shekel. C. Denarius. D. Talent. Answer. C. Denarius. Question 18. What was Jesus' response about paying taxes? A. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what is God's. B. Pay only to God. C. Taxes are unjust. D. Do not pay the emperor. Answer. A. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and to God what is God's. Question 19. How did the spies react to Jesus' answer about the denarius? A. They were angry. B. They were confused. C. They became silent. D. They laughed. Answer. C. They became silent. Question 20. Who denied the resurrection and questioned Jesus about it? A. Pharisees. B. Scribes. C. Sadducees. D. Herodians. Answer: C. Sadducees. Question 21. What was the subject of the Sadducees' resurrection question? A. Sabbath laws. B. Paying taxes. C. Marriage in the afterlife. D. Healing on Sabbath. Answer: C. Marriage in the afterlife. Question 22. In Jesus' response, what did he say about those worthy of the resurrection? A. They are married to God. B. They live in heaven. C. They neither marry nor are given in marriage. D. They live forever. Answer: C. They neither marry nor are given in marriage. Question 23. What did Jesus say about resurrected people regarding death? A. They die again. B. They are immortal. C. They cannot die anymore. D. They live as kings. Answer: C. They cannot die anymore. Question 24. What are resurrected people compared to? A. Priests. B. Children. C. Angels. D. Prophets. Answer: C. Angels. Question 25. Jesus quoted Moses about God being the God of whom? A. David and Solomon. B. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. C. Moses and Aaron. D. Noah and Job. Answer: B. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Question 26. According to Jesus, God is God not of the blank, but of the blank. A. Wicked, righteous. B. Earth, heavens. C. Dead, living. D. Poor, rich. Answer: C. Dead, living. Question 27. How did some scribes respond to Jesus' teaching on resurrection? A. You blaspheme. Quote. B. You are wrong. C. Teacher, you have spoken well. D. This is confusing. Answer: C. Teacher, you have spoken well. Question 28. Why did they stop asking Jesus further questions? A. They had no more arguments. B. They feared him. C. They were embarrassed. D. They no longer dared. Answer: D. They no longer dared. Question 29. What question did Jesus ask about the Messiah and David? A. How can David call him Lord if he is his son? Quote. B. Is the Messiah greater than David? Quote. C. Who is the son of David? Quote. D. Did David see the Messiah? Quote. Answer: A. How can David call him Lord if he is his son? Quote. Question 30. Which book did Jesus quote to question the idea that Messiah is David's son? A. Isaiah. B. Genesis. C. Psalms. D. Deuteronomy. Answer. C. Psalms. Question 31. What did the Lord say to David's Lord, according to Psalms? A. I will bless you. B. Sit at my right hand. C. You will reign forever. D. You are my son. Answer. B. Sit at my right hand. Question 32. What will happen to the Messiah's enemies according to the psalm Jesus quoted? A. They will perish. B. They will worship. C. They will be made a footstool. D. They will flee. Answer. C. They will be made a footstool. Question 33. What did Jesus warn the disciples about in public? A. Paying taxes. B. The Pharisees. C. The scribes. D. The Romans. Answer. C. The scribes. Question 34. How are the scribes described in terms of clothing? A. In white robes. B. In long robes. C. In fine linens. D. In priestly garments. Answer. B. In long robes. Question 35. What do the scribes love in public places? A. To give to the poor. B. To perform miracles. C. To be greeted with respect. D. To be unnoticed. Answer. C. To be greeted with respect. Question 36. Where do scribes love to sit according to Jesus? A. At the city gate. B. At the temple door. C. In the best seats in the synagogues. D. Beside the priests. Answer. C. In the best seats in the synagogues. Question 37. What did Jesus say the scribes do to widows? A. Care for them. B. Devour their houses. C. Bless them. D. Visit them. Answer. B. Devour their houses. Question 38. Why do the scribes say long prayers, according to Jesus? A. To honor God. B. To please the temple. C. For the sake of appearance. D. Out of tradition. Answer. C. For the sake of appearance. Question 39. What did Jesus say the scribes would receive? A. Praise from God. B. A reward in heaven. C. The greater condemnation. D. Honor from men. Answer. C. The greater condemnation. Question 40. The baptism of John, was it from blank, or was it of human origin? Luke chapter 20 verse 4. A. Moses. B. Elijah. C. Heaven. D. Earth. Answer: C. Heaven. Question 41. But if we say, from blank, all the people will stone us. Luke chapter 20 verse 6. A. Heaven. B. John. C. Earth. D. Men. Answer: C. Earth. Question 42. A man planted a blank and leased it to tenants. Luke chapter 20 verse 9. A. Vineyard. B. Garden. C. Fig tree. D. Olive grove. Answer: A. Vineyard. Question 43. And sent a blank to the tenants to collect from them his share. Luke chapter 20 verse 10. A. Priest. B. Friend. C. Slave. D. Son. Answer: C. Slave. Question 44. But the tenants beat him and sent him away, blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 10. A. Wounded. B. With nothing. C. Shamed. D. Dead. Answer: B. With nothing. Question 45. And again he sent another blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 11. A. Messenger. B. Slave. C. Man. D. Prophet. Answer: B. Slave. Question 46. Then the owner of the vineyard said, I will send my blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 13. A. Servant. B. Only son. C. Steward. D. Heir. Answer: B. Only son. Question 47. But when the tenants saw him, they said, This is the blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 14. A. Son. B. Heir. C. Prophet. D. Owner. Answer: B. Heir. Question 48. Let us kill him so that the blank may be ours. Luke chapter 20 verse 14. A. Vineyard. B. Blessing. C. Inheritance. D. Profit. Answer: C. Inheritance. Question 49. So they threw him out of the vineyard and blank him. Luke chapter 20 verse 15. A. Stoned. B. Mocked. C. Killed. D. Abandoned. Answer: C. Killed. Question 50. The stone that the builders rejected has become the blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 17. A. Lost one. B. Stumbling block. C. Cornerstone. D. Topstone. Answer: C. Cornerstone. Question 51. Everyone who falls on that stone will be blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 18. A. Saved. B. Broken to pieces. C. Blessed. D. Condemned. Answer. B. Broken to pieces. Question 52. But when it falls on anyone, it will blank him. Luke chapter 20 verse 18. A. Crush. B. Injure. C. Kill. D. Judge. Answer. A. Crush. Question 53. Is it lawful for us to pay taxes to the blank or not? Luke chapter 20 verse 22. A. High priest. B. Emperor. C. Temple. D. Sanhedrin. Answer. B. Emperor. Question 54. Show me a blank. Whose head and whose title does it bear? Luke chapter 20 verse 24. A. Scroll. B. Ring. C. Denarius. D. Gem. Answer. C. Denarius. Question 55. Then give to the emperor the things that are the emperor's, and to blank the things that are God's. Luke chapter 20 verse 25. A. Caesar. B. The Lord. C. The priests. D. God. Answer. D. God. Question 56. They no longer dared to ask him another blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 26. A. Favor. B. Question. C. Miracle. D. Parable. Answer. B. Question. Question 57. Those who belong to this age marry and are given in blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 34. A. Joy. B. Wealth. C. Marriage. D. Faith. Answer. C. Marriage. Question 58. But those who are considered worthy of a place in that age, neither blank nor are given in marriage. Luke chapter 20 verse 35. A. Sin. B. Die. C. Marry. D. Serve. Answer. C. Marry. Question 59. They are like blank and are children of God. Luke chapter 20 verse 36. A. Priests. B. Angels. C. Kings. D. Prophets. Answer. B. Angels. Question 60. Moses himself showed, when he speaks of the Lord as the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 37. A. Jacob. B. Joseph. C. David. D. Moses. Answer. A. Jacob. Question 61. He is God not of the dead, but of the blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 38. A. Spirits. B. Righteous. C. Saved. D. Living. Answer. D. Living. Question 62. For to him all of them are blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 38. A. Remembered. B. Alive. C. Judged. D. Saints. Answer. B. Alive. Question 63. Teacher, you have spoken blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 39. A. Foolishly. B. Incorrectly. C. Well. D. Harshly. Answer. C. Well. Question 64. David himself says in the book of blank, the Lord said to my Lord. Luke chapter 20 verse 42. A. Psalms. B. Kings. C. Genesis. D. Isaiah. Answer. A. Psalms. Question 65. Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 43. A. Judges. B. Footstool. C. Allies. D. Prisoners. Answer. B. Footstool. Question 66. David thus calls him blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 44. A. Brother. B. King. C. Prophet. D. Lord. Answer. D. Lord. Question 67. Beware of the scribes, who like to walk around in blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 46. A. Long robes. B. Purple garments. C. Fine linen. D. Armor. Answer. A. Long robes. Question 68. And love to be greeted with blank in the marketplaces. Luke chapter 20 verse 46. A. Gifts. B. Honor. C. Respect. D. Respect. Answer. D. Respect. Question 69. And to have the best seats in the blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 46. A. Synagogue. B. Temple. C. Market. D. Courts. Answer. A. Synagogue. Question 70. And places of honor at blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 46. A. Coronations. B. Funerals. C. Banquets. D. Festivals. Answer. C. Banquets. Question 71. They devour blank houses and for the sake of appearance say long prayers. Luke chapter 20 verse 47. A. Orphans. B. Poor. C. Women. D. Widows. Answer. D. Widows. Question 72. They will receive the greater blank. Luke chapter 20 verse 47. A. Honor. B. Praise. C. Condemnation. D. Reward. Answer. C. Condemnation.